Okay, this topic here is going to be something that has been talked about for some time, and it's a major topic. It's a substance that affects our entire planet, has caused a lot of issues in the world. It brought a lot of joy, a lot of comfort and ease to life, helps people get around a lot. Um, we have oil, and this topic is just explaining how Earth makes oil. And oil begins, and basically in the topic from ancient plankton to petroleum, a million years journey underground. Okay, it starts with a tiny ocean life. Oil does not come from dinosaurs, it comes from plankton. So you'll see this like in the ocean, there's plankton, is very small things that have been floating around in the ocean for many years. It's also been said what people do not understand that we have rivers in the ocean beneath our feet that we don't know, known as groundwater. There's a lot of water underneath us, and in some areas you'll see where sinkholes open up, or they'll have areas where builders cannot build because of the waters underneath. So underneath all of that, over time you'll have microscopic organisms such as plankton, that or organisms that's in the ocean, that have sank, mixed, or in the ground that have died, and they've mixed in with mud, creating an organic rich sediment in low oxygen zones. So it's just not just having dead organisms, it also has to be in a low oxygen zone. And that is the start of the creation of oil. As this image displays, you can see basically how it is. You have the sand, clay, more sediment, and then you have organic material in below the sediment. And often, like you'll see in many movies, when they have the drillers, they look for some type of like rocks that look a certain way. It's sand and clay and sediment. That's what they're looking at. And basically, it takes over millions of years and layers of sand, clay, and rocks piled on top, creating pressure, heat, and chemical reactions. So that's where you get the pressure, you get heat, you get a chemical reaction, and this is the early transformation stage. It's called diagenesis. Diagenesis. Okay, and then it also requires some temperature as well, to do the creation. So inside this temperature window, kerogen breaks down into a liquid petroleum through what's called catagenesis, the true cooking process. So that's where you get the rocky, waxy, solid, dead organism, and then it goes into a liquid natural gas. It does also take temperature. And that's where you got the cool zone, the oil window, and then you got the hot zone. And as you go down, the temperature of the earth changes. At first it may start out as cold, but as you further go down, it does start to heat back up. It's kind of weird. Well, it's actually neat, not weird. And also, oil is lighter than water, so it does come push up to the surface. That's why they say oil, the water doesn't mix. And oftentimes when they are drilling for oil, they often find water as well for it. So oil is lighter than water, so it travels upward through porous rock until hitting a cap rock that traps it beneath. This creates an oil reservoir. And that's where you get a lot of talk, such as now, like with Venezuela, they talk about the oil reserves, reservoir. And oil collects in traps. Oil accumulates in geological structures where drilling companies extract it today. So, often, a lot of times, people that are drilling, they're looking for areas to where they're hilly type, to where there's some pushing up has occurred, or just like in cracks, like where earthquake zones, where you can see where the land collided. That's usually where they're looking to where the oil will be trapped there. That's where they drill. In areas that look like this is what they're looking for. It's, they can find it in flat land, like a lot of Saudi Arabia is flat, but in areas like this as well. So how long does it take? Millions of years. This is just an example of it. See, oil formation takes million years. Most of the world's oil reserves formed during the Mesozoic era. Mesozoic era. Yes. That just shows how old this planet is. Like we only count currently right now 2026 years, but the Earth is years, light years away. I mean, not light years. I mean, millions of years old. So I mean, what we're doing now, I believe a small part of it has happened before. Even though we may not know it, this planet is so old that it's just a lot of things we don't know. And that's one thing that oil does tell us. With it, it just that it reminds us how old this planet is, and that we're like a blip, 2026 years, and just creating all this oil goes back 252 million years, and the planet is billions and billions of years old. Earth is still making oil today. Is it is Oh, so I'm sorry. So the question comes up: is Earth still making oil today? Are we going to run out? Yes, the planet still makes oil, but it's extremely slowly. New oil forms in modern ocean basins, but takes millions of years to mature. Humans extracted we extract it faster than it forms, making oil effectively non-renewable. Yeah, I would say it's not renewable, but I think over time, as we start to modify products and that I don't think we will continue to use more than the earth can make. Eventually it will come down as we innovate now. Like cars actually use less gas than what they used to. Also with alternative energy, we don't have to use oil as much to heat homes and power homes. Most of the oil goes into transportation and making products. As I said, like in previous one, hopefully we can switch that over to hemp. If we add hemp, there will be less use of oil. Okay, so this is just a complete journey on oil. Okay, so we have the source. It'd be dead plankton that oh god, say that one more again. Dead plankton, which accumulates over millions of years. Then we have the sediment that builds on top of the dead plankton and compresses it. And then we go through the diagenesis stage, and which changes it into kerogen. And then we go through the catagenesis stage, which heats up the kerogen, turning it into oil. And then we have migration stage, where the oil starts to move upward. It's upward movement. And then until it gets trapped, the final stage, under cap rock. And it just sits there and waits. It'll sit there. I believe the planet uses it too, because it uses the oil as well in its core, but also humans are using it now. Key takeaway to know just about oil. You have the ocean surface, ancient plankton deposits, heat pressure zone, oil reserves, and cap rock. Just take a look at that picture. And this is just not ocean, because some areas that are land now at one time used to be ocean, now they're not. Some believe that, well, not some believe, it's been stated like in Saudi Arabia, the area where they find a lot of oil used to be underwater, just as the Sahara Desert and other places where a lot of oil is found at one time were rivers, lakes, and ocean. The earth is constantly changing. And that is just a quick breakdown on oil. Thank you.